Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jenny here again with another live tutorial with you on a lovely Friday evening. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of our product first while we wait and share this a bit. As you can see, this is our Glitz Glue Gel Precision Pen. Sorry, Facebook, there you go. This is a really awesome product. If you have any questions about any of this during the video, feel free to ask me. Don't throw away this little red cap, guys. It's really important. It keeps all of your product inside of your bottle. What's up, Chris? How's it going? This is our Glitz Non-Wipe Top Coat. This is a really awesome top coat. This cures in 60 seconds and is shiny as heck. I actually have it on right now, and this is about a week of wear. This is our Glitz Glue Gel condensed in a 15G pot. We do have another pot of this as well. It is a 5G pot, which looks like this. And I'm sorry, it's a little dirty, but that's what it looks like. So here's your size comparison for you guys. You guys can see that. What's up, Nene? I'm doing great. It's just me tonight, Chris. Nancy is in Chicago at ABS. I think that's where she is. What's up, I Do Nails? How are you guys? This is our twin tip brush, which I'll also be using throughout the video. This is our number 6 gel end. And then this here is our liner end, which I use to do all of my beautiful nail art on my hands. We're also going to be using a crystal picker, which looks like this. You have your wax picking end, and then you have your precision end, which I really love. And then I'm also using some crystals from our Obsidian. Pretty sure that's what it's called, Obsidian collection. Don't quote me on that. I tend to mess up the name of this quite frequently. And then the colors that I'm going to use tonight are Shells in the Sand and Sugar Cane by C&D Shellac. Thank you. I really love them too. I did cute little constellations. I actually looked them up and everything. I tried. I did try. These were my congratulations, you won a competition nails to myself. So I don't know which one we'll get started with here first. Maybe let's start with let's start with the orange and we'll end on the green. So the color we're starting with right now is Shells in the Sand. So you can see Facebook. It's a really beautiful coral color. So when you're starting doing this, guys, you want to make sure if you're doing this on your liquid and powder or you're doing this on your dipping, before you get to the stage where you're going to be covering any of that up, you're going to do a base coat on the surface of the nail. And then you are going to cure that for 15 seconds. The reason you cure that for 15 seconds is because it's going to create a tacky surface that our glue gel, which is very thick and condensed, will grip onto easily and therefore will not peel off of the surface of the nail. You really want to make sure that you don't miss out on that step. Now, if you're doing gel polish, you don't have to worry about this because you already have an inhibition layer on your second coat of color. And so therefore you do not have to worry about it at all. It's going to grip to the surface of your gel polish because it already is tacky in a way that this is going to grip really well. Thank you so much, Chris. I was so ecstatic. I went to Chili's and I basically screamed in the middle of the restaurant, I won first place! And everybody started clapping. Which is admittedly a little embarrassing. I wish I would have been paying attention to where it was at, but I was excited. It was cool. It was a good first time winning anything for me. Hey Trang, how are you, sweetie? I hope you're doing great. I hope you guys all had a busy Friday, because I did. It was nice. I like having busy Fridays because that means we made money. So again, here we go. This right here, going on the nail. Thank you, Meek. It was the Rhode Island nail art competition for hand-painted nail art, and you could do 25% of it as crystals. And I did state birds and flowers. I did 10 state birds and flowers. And then I accentuated those with little crystal bees. And the bees are special to me, not only because I have a bee tattoo on my shoulder that says honey, which is for my late dog of my childhood. But I really, really love them because it was one of the first crystal nail art designs that I did for you guys on stream, where I did a bunch of bees. So as you can see, I've covered this with one layer of my Glitz condensed glue gel, guys, just to get back to it. And then I'm going to put my Glitz non-wipe top coat, and I'm going to float that on the surface. But I was excited about that competition, and I really did not expect to win at all. Absolutely not. But I'm glad I did. I think it was a good learning experience. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. I had a lot of fun. And they turned out really pretty. I'm really proud of the work that I did, I think. Hey, Nancy! Nancy's here, everybody. See, she's here. Now that I have my top coat on here, guys, I'm not going to cure it. I'm going to leave it just like this, and I'm going to begin placing my crystals on the surface of the nail, okay? So with this, you want to do one of two things first. First, you want to make sure that you swipe down the sides of your nail so you can maintain the shape of your nail. But you also want to make sure you don't have anything on the end of your crystal picker, because otherwise it's not going to pick up your crystals very well. So what you can do is just lightly rub the end of this, and if it feels like it's nice and waxy, then it will be fine. If not, just go ahead and rub off anything that you think is going to prevent that from sticking very well. You're still setting up the booth? Awesome. Okay, Nancy. Oh no. Look, I said I wouldn't do this and I did it. Mixed up all my crystals again. Here we go. It's fine. All right. Usually Nancy's the one here spilling stuff. This time it's me. No one to blame but myself. So I really love this shape. This is our perfect emerald shape. And I just think it's the best freaking shape. Not gonna lie. And I love mixing the pearl with this because the contrast is freaking gorgeous. Look at that. Oh no. You should check it out. Definitely. Nene, if you do check it out, make sure that you use the code though so that you get 10% off of your order. If you just want to try it out, I would recommend doing the 5G pot, but in my opinion, you're going to love it. So if you want to, you can just splurge and get your 15G pot. It's only $5 more. Hey, Brad. How's it going, sweetie? So I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this. Maybe I'll save that for the other one. And then we'll do this one going down because I really like this shape a lot. I kind of like to break it up a little bit. It looks really cute when you do stuff like that. And then I have a lot of things to play with in here. bunch of different little metal frames. And all of these things are things that you can get on our website, or you can go to your local distributor if you're lucky enough to be in one of those places. We have one in California, we have one in Ohio, and we have one here in sunny Florida. So definitely check those places out, because nothing is going to be as beautiful as it is in person. I can show it to you on camera all day long, but I promise you, in person, it's freaking stunning. I love doing this. I like when I do like the 3 little beads together. I just think it really looks like jewelry. And you can do whatever kind of fun, creative thing you want to do. I'm not entirely sure about I Do Nails, if we have any in Oklahoma. I don't think that we do, but if you want to, you can definitely give them our phone number, which is 206-771-5086, or you can have them call us. I'm sorry, I just said that. You can have them email us at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. And then from there, we can actually talk about maybe getting something in your area. Ooh, yes, let's do this. Absolutely. Love it. So I like to go around my crystals a little bit and kind of just embellish them slightly so that they'll have a little more pop. It's not necessary. You can do it however you like. I just think sometimes it just adds a little more element to that. I really do like to do the jewelry style nails. I think they end up looking so gorgeous. Sometimes you're gonna have your little metal beads stick together from the humidity or moisture. So you can just pop them apart before you get started. Otherwise you might have to deal with that. Look, it's so pretty. That's awesome. Okay. That'll be great. I would love to meet you in person. That's really awesome. I'm excited about that show. It's going to be really fun. Nancy said it's one of the best ones that she's been to. So that will be really fun. I'm excited. You have to stop by the booth so that we can do a nail on you. Do a little demo nail. If you buy something at the booth, we do demo nails on you. So definitely you guys come by the booth, see us, have a chat. It'd be really great. I know it sounds really funny to say, but I would love to shake your hand. All right, guys, I think we need more here. I don't know what it's missing. Maybe I'll just go around with my metal beads and not add any more in and just kind of do something like this here. Ooh, I'm liking this. Oh, you've never used crystals before. Okay. Well, they're really awesome. I'll say that. I get at least one client a day who is interested or wants to do them on their nails. I get a lot of how much will this cost? Some people can't wait. And others wait for a special occasion. But either way, there's never one person who's like, no, I don't want that. Even if they do say that at first, I guarantee you once they start, like we keep little, this is just a neat tip or trick for you guys if you own a salon. We keep TVs on in the background playing the videos of us doing crystal placement. Oh, I'm sorry, Facebook. Here you go. And what ends up happening is they'll see us doing it and then they immediately want it on their nail. So, in my opinion, it's worth it. Because you're going to get even the people who may not seem interested to want to have it on their nails. Especially also if you guys are wearing it. That's another thing that we try to tell you all the time. It's like your clients don't know that it's available to them at all as an option because they're not seeing that kind of stuff on anyone in the area that they live in. But as soon as they see you wearing it, they're going to be like, okay, what's that? How do I get that? Prime example, I was wearing these nails the other day, and I think I said this on Tuesday. And my client immediately was like, I want what you have. And so I did a really beautiful constellation set for her in her own colors. Not even, I mean, I did my own color scheme on me because I really love teals and grays. And pretty much Mitty and Nancy can both contest to that. Mitty especially because it's my entire bedroom color and we live together. But she picked out like a really beautiful maroon. It was really nice. So you can't just assume that because you wouldn't pay for it, that they won't pay for it, because they absolutely will almost every single time. Look at this, you guys. I really like this, the way that it is. And right here on the sides, I think I may have had a little bit too much glue gel and top coat because it is kind of flooding my little crystals. So just a tip for you guys, be careful so that you don't do what I just did. It's okay because this is a practice nail and that's the reason that we're doing this, is so that you guys are learning something. But definitely you don't want to do that. I didn't realize that I was going to be adding these tiny little crystals into the center of my nail because this is kind of a thing I do on the fly. But as you can see, that's exactly what happened to it. So just be careful so that you don't do that. Now that I've done that though, I am going to go ahead, I'm going to pop this bad boy into the lamp for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to use your precision pen. So 60 seconds in the lamp is all that you need. Just any gel lamp will do. You want to make sure that you have a good one. Just make sure that your light works well, that it's not like flickering or anything like that. That's always a sign that it's probably either going to go out or that's a little weak. And if you guys are curious what crystals that I'm using these crystals out of both of these kits. Look how freaking cute they are. There's so many of them. When I did like our mock Disney nails, because that's what they have to be at that point, they were really, really pretty, like princessy nails. And I used some of the bows and the hearts and stuff out of these. I just thought that they would pop really well on these colors. This is like a really pretty like pistachio green. I'm going to move this over a little bit. So that I've got you both in the center here. Boop. There we go. Because that was getting a little obnoxious. Okay, that's better. 60 seconds is over with, guys. I'm gonna pop this out of the lamp. And as you can see, this is what it looks like now as a finished product. It does have some edges that need to be finished up on the sides, especially on this really beautiful emerald cut. So we need to make sure that when we're doing our precision pen that we're getting around all those little nooks and crannies, because otherwise there is the risk that water could get up underneath there, or maybe it's not cured all the way on the sides. You do need to have your client rocking their fingernail back and forth underneath the light just slightly. They don't have to be going crazy. It's not a party in there, but you do want to make sure that everything's going to be adhering properly. And then it's okay to go over your pearl a little bit if you feel like you need to, because there is no reflection on the pearl, so you don't have to worry about that. But definitely do not ever cover up your crystals. You always just want to be going around the outside, around the edges. You never want to go on top of your crystals because they're cut in a special way so that they will reflect the light. And as soon as you cover them up, they're no longer reflecting the light in the same way. Definitely not. And then it's okay to go over your metal pieces as well. Right here, I'm doing this because I want to make sure that the point on the top of this is not going to be too much for my client with her hair. Right here, I don't have to worry about that so much, but right here in the center area, I do need to pay attention to that. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is put my cap back onto my precision pen because I'm done using it and I don't want it to spill out everywhere, so I have to buy a new one. That's what Nancy always says. It's okay if it spills out, you can just buy a new one. Okay. It's not okay. I spent hard money on this. So just make sure that you're paying attention to what you're doing, guys. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab a napkin really quick. I thought I had one over here. I don't. I'm usually more prepared than this. Oh, I actually don't even have any more in my drawer. What the heck? Guess what? The MIDI does. So the reason that I'm getting a paper towel, you guys, is so that I can wipe off the excess Glitz glue gel that was on my brush. Now I don't have to clean it at this point because it's okay that there's a little bit left on there, but I do want to make sure that my brush is not super contaminated with it because I want to flatten this out and I want to make it smooth with the nail. That way I don't have any lumps or bumps in this area that would cause the top coat to not go on smoothly. So just make sure that when you're doing this, you don't have a whole ton of product on there. And I'm just kind of smoothing this all down the edge here because I know that I'm going to go back over with my top coat and I want to make sure that the surface of this will be able to grip the top coat. I'm just going lightly over everything here. Here we go. This is what it looks like before I'm going to pop it back into the lamp, guys. You can see on the sides here, it's nice and covered. 60 seconds on that, guys, and then we'll get right back to it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. This is definitely a great time considering that things are moving a little slow paced now that we're doing shows. So you have a lot more time to ask me anything that you need. If you would rather email us, you definitely can at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com, or you can call us at 206-771-5086. We would love to hear from you. You can even message us on Instagram or Facebook. We do actually have a Crystal Obsession Facebook page group where I post all my videos after I'm done. So if you're curious, do we keep track of all this stuff? We absolutely do. We have an archive and you guys can go through that and you can look at all the different nail designs that we've done. You can check out and see if there's anything that you maybe want to use as inspiration. You can always tag us. We love seeing the things that you guys come up with. We love the fact that we have such creative individuals who love to use our products. So definitely check it out, you guys. I'm just going in with my top coat now and making sure that everything is nice and smooth. Like I said, it's okay to go over the top of your metal. Just make sure that you're not going over the top of your crystals. Here we go. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to check everything and make sure it looks nice and smooth. That way I don't have to worry about whether or not my client's like, oh no, I felt a bump here. I don't like it. You're right, baby, it's my fault. Let me just fix that real quick. This is so pretty. All right, guys, now that I've done this, all I'm gonna do is pop this back in the lamp for 60 seconds and it will be good to go. Again, swipe down the sides of your nail. You want to make sure everything is nice and shaped. "60 seconds in the lamp, guys." Sorry, I was just checking everything to make sure it looked good. It is just me tonight, Brad. Just me, flying solo tonight. Without Nancy's guidance. I'm just kidding. It's fine. I'll survive. Maybe. Can you tell we miss her? It feels so lonely here in the shop. Hey, Foreign. Hey, Miss Scorpion. How are you guys? We're just finishing up our first nail design. We were using Shell in the Sand by C&D Shellac, in case you guys are curious what color we're using. And then I'm using all my really beautiful obsidian crystals. My nail's almost done. Ah, it's so pretty. Okay, guys, here is the finished product. Our gorgeous nail. I really love the way this turned out. I knew that this was a great idea, using these crystals, because they just pop really well in these light colors. This is perfect. Okay. First nail, done and done and done and beautiful. I'm gonna stick it right here so we can see what it looks like. And then I'm gonna get started on sugarcane, our second color, our very beautiful pistachio type color. I love this. So I'm thinking maybe we use the butterfly for this one. I had a bunch of different crystal styles here and I really love all of them, but I don't know which ones will go best together, so we're just gonna try and wing it. I think we can do something really cute though. I definitely have an idea. Okay, so we're gonna start with our Glitz Glue Gel Condensed in the 15G pot. In case you guys are curious, you definitely need to make sure that when you're doing this on dipping or you're doing this on acrylic, you need to put a base coat after you're finished. Before you do any top coating or anything like that, you need to rough up the surface of the nail pretty well and then use your base coat. And you need to cure that for 15 seconds. So after that, then you can apply your Glitz Glue Gel Condensed. And the reason you want to do that is because it's going to allow this to grip a lot better to the surface of the nail so that you don't have to worry about it peeling off. And it's going to stay shiny forever. So don't worry about that. You can see how nice and beautiful this product is. I'm going to get my twin tip brush and I'm going to take a scoop out of it. And I don't need a whole lot, just enough so that I can apply it to the surface of the nail. If you were doing 3D, this would be a little different of a process. You would definitely add height to this and make sure that you're getting enough on there. But right now we're just doing a simple tutorial for you guys, so nothing too crazy fancy. As you can see, it's going to level itself out there. Just make sure that you're looking at the entire thing and there's not too much of a dip in any one place. That way when you're putting on your top coat, it will just be a nice smooth application. Any excess, just wipe on the edge of your pot. It will eventually let gravity do its job, but you never ever put this near the light without putting your cap on it, and never ever put your brush near the light without putting your cap on the brush, because you do not want to cure either one of those things. Keep them cure-free. I'm going to apply my Glitz non-wipe gel top coat to the surface of this by floating it. And what I mean by that is I'm going to be taking a generous amount of my top coat and then I'm going to lightly brush it over the surface of my condensed glue gel without contaminating the top coat with what's underneath it. And you just gently kind of brush this down the surface and you'll be able to tell when you need more. There we go, nice and smooth. And then my next recommendation to you is that you use your fingers and you swipe gently down the sides of the nail just so that you can remove any excess that may go to the edges of the nail while it self-levels. You're gonna do that throughout your application of crystals, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna start with my little butterfly. And then I think I'm gonna add this underneath it, but first I kind of want to do something in the middle of that. Maybe add another one of these buddies. I'm going to turn it though so that it's like a little diamond. There we go. Ooh, it's pretty already. Let's move it up a little bit though, because I have an idea that may not fit further down the nail. Sorry, Facebook, can you see properly? As you can see, I'm using my precision end of my wax picker because I want to make sure that I'm not getting any glue gel on my wax picker. There we go. I think I got it the way I want it now. You saw me just wipe the picker end off because I wanted to make sure there was no gel on the end of it when I'm touching my crystal. You can just keep like a little paper towel next to you. You don't have to be so crazy as me. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be, there we go, that's what I wanted. As I thought that that would sit really cute up under here. Kind of looks like a little flower, like the butterflies on top of a flower. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure when you're done with this that you're using your precision pen and you're going up under the sides of this, because you can see by looking at it that there's little edges there where those crystals are sharp. You don't want that to catch in your client's hair. So you need to make sure that you're taking proper arrangements to make sure that that doesn't happen. And I'm going to do a similar style here where I put my crystals inside the beads again, just because I think that looked really cute. And it kind of is going to make this look a little more like a flower, I think. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. Hold on. See if I can get Instagram to focus. There we go. Look how sweet that is. Okay. Ooh, I think I can still add the bow and it'll look cute. Right? Is that? I don't know. Is that too much? That's probably, okay, that's a little too much. Just kidding. Guys, I tried. That's okay. There's a way we can fix this. I know what I want to add. So, because I did that, my crystals are trying to move around. You can always just use this end and make sure that that doesn't happen. And then I'm just going to go down in size. There we go. The same size, that's fine. And I'm gonna move these in a second. I'm just trying to get them all onto the nail. Now I add most of my little beads in here, not just because they look pretty, but also because they kind of anchor the crystal, you know, a little better. Because you can go all around all these little beads. I don't know if you guys saw, but I added a little pearl at the top of that. Here we go. Oh, this is cute. Now I can add these all the way down, or I could just stop midway. You don't have to do all beads. I do like to do them though. And if you want to use your twin tip brush, there's also a really nice liner end like we talked about earlier, and you can use that to kind of move all of your little beads around for sure. You can also just use your precision end on your crystal picker as well. There we go. Sorry, Facebook, I'm trying really hard to stay on screen. I don't have someone yelling at me. Oh, Jenny, move. Oh, Jenny, move up. I can hear Nancy. Oh, Jenny, move up. There we go. I'm just trying to make sure everything's nice and straight before I stick this into the lamp, because I'm really happy with the way that it looks. You guys, you don't have to overwork what you're doing. If you like the way that it looks, you don't have to keep adding crystals. Although, there's always the option to add more. Ooh, it's so cute. I love it. It is like a little flower. Ooh, there's like SS3s in here. Wish I had a place to put them. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I like it. I think it's cute. So pretty. All right, guys, I'm gonna pop this in the lamp for 60 seconds. First, though, down the sides, just to make sure there's no excess. I just moved a bead. Don't worry about that, it's fine. Make sure it's back in place, though. And then in the lamp, 60 seconds. You don't have to do any more than that because you already have that top coat on there. And that's gonna cure completely in 60 seconds. Hello, Hands of Grace, how are you? I hope you guys are all having a great Friday. Some of you probably just left work or are leaving work or are still at work. Thank you for joining us. If you missed our first nail, this is how it turned out. Super cute. I'm just kind of carrying this theme on to the next nail. I'm having a lot of fun with the pearls. I'm a pearl girl. I don't have any on myself though. But I do like them a lot. This is not a pearl though. I had a pearl ring one time and I lost it. I really love our crystals. This is like a week of wear already. And this crystal right here, I'm surprised is surviving because I play ukulele and I strum with this hand and it's caught the string a couple times. But it's still on there. It's so pretty. Okay, we're gonna do what I talked about earlier, which is sealing in the corners of this because they're absolutely sharp and sticking up. And I wanna make sure that that's not something my client has to worry about later in life because life happens, especially to nails. So this is our precision pen, guys. And what you're gonna do is remove the cap here and then you're gonna go in the sides of the nail and you're gonna make sure everything is nice and secure. And you're gonna do that by adding a little dollop wherever you need to, but you need to be really careful. You're not going too much around the top of the crystal. It's okay to go over the top of your pearl or your metal because those things don't have any kind of reflective surface that requires a specific cut. So all your crystals are cut so that they will reflect the light. You need to make sure you're not covering that up. But you do also want to be positive that this is not catching in your client's hair. So this is one of the reasons I like the beads. Look at this. I can go in between all these little beads here. Here we go. So again, same thing, make sure that you're putting your cap back onto your precision pen. You don't want that to get messed up or leak out, because you don't want to have to worry about your product being wasted because you were a little forgetful like old Jenny here. Okay, well, like I said earlier, make sure you're wiping your brush first. Then you want to go in, you want to blend everything. So make sure that when you're blending that you don't have an excess amount of Glitz glue gel on your brush, because you don't really need to have it on there. But you do want to make sure everything is nice and tucked in and that you're not covering your crystals at all. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You can always email us at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. Obviously, you can talk to me right now. You can call us at 206-771-5086, or you can message us on Facebook or Instagram. So there we go. Now that I've blended everything out, I am going to go ahead and cure this again for 60 seconds. And then we will apply our top coat one last time and we will be done. This is really how easy it is. As long as you kind of have an idea of what you want to do, then you will be okay. Once you get down like your basic techniques, you can pretty much just do this on the fly like I do. Because we do try to give you everything that you need, especially if you get a kit, to kind of throw something together on the fly. Which is what I really enjoy, because of the fact that I get to create something unique every time. It's fun. Hey, Miss Lady, how are you? How do I say that? Don Baldago, Hands Up Grace, Your Claws Studio. How are you guys? I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. This is so cute. And then another quick tip, guys, if you notice there's a little bit of wax residue on the surface of your crystal, you can always just use like a little cloth or something and gently kind of wipe that off. We have 5 seconds left, and then I'm gonna go ahead and check the edges of my crystal and make sure that I don't need to do this again. Because sometimes you need to go in twice. Yep, I need to go in twice with my precision pen, because otherwise that edge is still kind of sticking up there. So, ooh, I picked up the wrong one. We have a trick one over here that we've had since we started live videos that Nancy broke. This time it wasn't Jenny. So again, like I said, just checking this little edge here. And then if all I'm doing is putting one little dollop on the edge of my crystal, right in that one little edge, I don't really need to go in and blend too much. But I am just gonna do it because I think this edge is just really high up. So I wanna make sure. Well, I don't know, that ended up looking good. Now all I'm gonna do is like blend out to the edge. So I'm just gonna blend right in this little area. So everything else looks great. But you just really wanna make sure that that little corner is not super sharp. Always double check it. Just if you don't want to use your fingers because you're worried that you may have something on your fingers or your gloves or something like that, you can always just use the end of that little needle, and it's going to go around every little edge. You will feel if there are any gaps or anything like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to clean the brush too, just because I think that that's an important part of doing this. You guys really need to be able to see how to properly care for your tools. So I'm gonna get a piece of foil. Sorry if I sound like I'm far away, because I was for a second there. And then I'm gonna use, you can use any top coat, any base coat, as long as it is either a top or a base. You're gonna put a little bit onto a piece of foil. Then you're gonna take your brush, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna replace all of the Glitz condensed gel that's in your brush with your top or your base coat, because it's gonna push all of that product out of your brush. So you can see all I'm doing here is gently swirling. So you can see how it's like turning white. And that's just all my Glitz condensed coming out of my brush. That's all that that is. And then wipe it off. And your brush is fine. Nice and flexible again. Nice and beautiful. You don't have to worry about it being ruined. You don't have to worry about curing it, anything like that. Always put your cap back on. You don't want any dust getting to that, and you don't want the sunlight getting to that, because sunlight is UV light. It will cure your stuff. And I know that because I had a top coat cure to someone's toenail before, and I was very confused. Turns out the sunlight had cured my brush to the toenail. So just be aware. And then now that I've got this nice and secure, no catching edges, I am just gonna go in with my top coat, and I'm just gonna re-top coat all of this so that it looks nice and beautiful. You don't wanna have to worry about any kind of sticky residue or anything like that. You want everything to be nice and flowing. Nice and beautiful. I really love this. It's so pretty. It looks like a little tulip on here or something. This is a Bambi nail if I ever saw one. Do you guys like Bambi? For my birthday 2 years ago, I did Bambi nails on myself. I'm a huge Disney fan, you guys. I don't know if you could tell by all my videos where I talk about Disney all the time. I think that's what happens when you live in Florida. You can't help it. You have princess on the brain. All right, guys, I'm really happy with this, and I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of top coat I have on here because it looks really glossy and shiny. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this one last time into the lamp for 60 seconds. And I'm just gonna go ahead and take a second here to remind you guys that if you go online, you can use my code JennyW. You will get 10% off of your entire order. Not only that, but if I could speak correctly, you would know that we have 3 distributors. We have one in Ohio, we have one in California, and we have one here in sunny Florida. If you want to see our products in person, you can absolutely go to any one of those 3 locations. If you do not have a supplier in your area and you would like to have a supplier in your area, you can have them call us at 206-771-5086. Or you can have them email us at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. If you have any questions, you can also use that phone number, which is 206-771-5086, to call us. Or you can email us at info@glitzaccessoriesandsuch.com. If you don't want to DM us, you can always DM us on Instagram or Facebook. And we do have our Crystal Obsession page on Facebook so that you guys have a platform in case you want to get together and see some cool nails and hang out and see all of our posts that we share with each other. We love having you guys tag us and come up with something fun every single Friday, every single Tuesday. I'm really excited because I get to share all these really cool things with you. And not only that, but as we prepare for our shows, I just kind of get to do my thing. And we're going to be doing a lot of crystal tutorials with whatever kind of design we have in mind. So if you guys have a question or you want to see something specific, just let me know. And go in Crystal Obsession, comment on my page, let me know that there's something that you want to see done, and we'll get it done. Thank you guys so much for a wonderful Friday. I had an awesome time creating 2 absolutely beautiful stunners. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Don't be shy. We love answering anything that you have. Pretty soon here, we're going to do a Q&A. So I'm going to collect all those questions, and then I'll be doing another video maybe next Friday where I talk about everything that you guys have asked us. And if not, I mean, I'll have some questions of my own that I've answered with Nancy because when you're doing this, you want to know everything about it, right, guys? So again, thank you. I would love to see you all again on Tuesday. Everybody who stops by every single video, Chris, all of you guys, Brad, seriously, you guys are so sweet to come and support us every single live video. It means a lot. Thank you so much. I will see you guys again on Tuesday night. So have a great evening, guys. Bye.